Hi, this is Mr. Transformer, also known as Magnetic Mind Certified Coach Rhapsody. And today we're going to be talking about how your conflicting structure creates oscillation. Okay. And for today's premise, to create your structure base on your action focus or inaction. And our end result today will be to create an advancing structure. All right, so point number one, structure has integrity, like a shopping mall, or a riverbank, or a road, or a building, or a bridge. Energy can only move along the structure that it's given. And the structure, for those who aren't aware, is basically two things that are interacting with each other, like, say, a riverbank, a road, a building, a bridge, and like that. All right. So to give you an idea, energy can only move along the structure that it's given. So let's say we got ourselves a nice big old mountain here, and that's the valley down at the bottom. And we're starting from the top because it's got this lovely little ice thing on top that feeds into a spring. It's a big old clump of ice that just doesn't seem to go anywhere because it stays cold up there all the time. And it flows down the side of the mountain in this wonderful stream that if you could find this mountain, you could go somewhere and collect all this water and just keep making money because the water's just going to keep coming because that's just the way it is. But when we talk about energy only able to move along the structure, what we're saying is the water in the river, the water in the stream is only going to flow downhill. You can't get it to flow uphill. That's not going to happen. You can't get it to flow sideways. That's not going to happen because structure has integrity and the structure that it's in is based on primarily gravity. So, secondly, if you have tried to change something without changing the structure, you will find yourself unable to change. Again, the only way to change the structure to do what you want it to do, like if you wanted the stream to flow sideways, it could flow sideways. It would require you to get up there with some high dollar, highfalutin, adventurous construction team that will dig you out a stream going that way or dig you out a stream going this way in order for the water to come down anywhere but straight down. And again, you still part of the structure is gravity, so the only direction it can go is down. You're not going to be able to have it like, say, go down and come back up because gravity doesn't work that way, and gravity is part of the structure. Okay, so for the third point, how you are focused and where you give the power will create the structure. So actually, the best way I could think of that is, let's say that you are known for making the best cheeseburgers in the world. There are literally people that drive miles and miles and miles to get cheeseburgers from you because cheeseburgers is all that you do, but you do the best cheeseburgers on the planet. And let's say you run into a situation where, let's say the guy who's your cheese supplier wants to be a butthead and decides, oh, he's making all kinds of money from these cheeseburgers, so we can charge him more for the cheese. So you show up to get cheese one day, and they're like, oh, no, 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 no. We're not going to charge you X for your cheese. We're going to charge you X plus 100. And you're going to pay that because your great cheeseburgers are a result of our cheese. That's a perfect example of focus not being in the proper place. Because the reality is the great cheeseburgers comes from the seasoning that they put in the cheeseburger. And the cheese is just, it's necessary. It's good to have quality cheese, but there's not only one person on the planet that makes quality cheese. So if they were in the oscillation business, they might, be stuck on this one vendor and say, okay, well, how are we going to get this cheese from this guy without having to pay this ridiculous amount of money for the cheese that we used to pay so much less for earlier? We'll just, take them out to dinner, buy them gifts, whatever, focusing on the cheese vendor, as opposed to focusing on the customer, knowing that the customer will be disadvantaged if they're no longer able to get to these cheeseburgers. And with the customer focus, that simply tells you, okay, he wasn't the first person that we got cheese from, and he won't be the last person that we get cheese from. We simply go to one of the other people we used to get cheese from because our focus is on getting that great cheeseburger to the customer, not on having to put up with this butthead over here trying to take advantage of us. Anyway, that's just an example. And from here, we would then go on. If you were part of Transformations R Us, you would be getting various coaching modalities to help you get focused properly, to help you get set up in the right structure, because that's what we do. TransformationsRus.com. There's a link in the description. Go check it out. And there are 2 free coaching sessions. One that will help you get over your fear of public speaking, and one that will help you get over your stress from traffic. And I know for some people, both of those seem impossible. And I'm like, no, that's all in a day's work for us. So Transformations R Us, go there, go through those 2 coaching sessions, and stand by to be amazed. And then you can look through all the other posts that are on the site, and where we discuss different things. And also at the bottom of each post, there's a way for you to get in touch with me. And what I'm offering today is 1 free introductory one-on-one session, 1 free one-on-one coaching session. And if you went to the top of the page and looked over to your left, you would see the buy button. And if you clicked on the buy button, you would see that intro one-on-one sessions go for $200. That's the standard rate for me. You might be able to find somebody else that'll charge you less, and you don't know what you're going to get. I'm just saying. I got a lot of stuff going on. I've been mentoring people for almost 4 decades. There are things I know that other people just don't know, and that's just the fact. So look into that, just to confirm that you're getting a really good deal if you sign up for that free one-on-one coaching session. And then after that, after I blow your mind, we can talk about what can possibly happen if we start to work together. And yes, there are prices on the site. There are also Bitcoin discounts if you pay in Bitcoin, and we can talk about that if you're seriously interested in coaching. So let's look into that. Let's get together, have a good time, enjoy each other, help each other out. I'll help you grow, you help me grow. It's a win-win scenario. Looking forward to talking to you. Be well until then. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will speak unto you very soon. Until then, bye-bye, everybody.